Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss poem The Road Not Taken. Myself, Neena. The Road Not Taken is the poem written by Robert Frost. Let us come to the summary part. The poet Robert Frost tells us about the struggle in individual faces while he or she makes decisions in life. The person in the poem has to decide whether to follow the crowd or to travel by the road much traveled by. He chooses the road not many people had taken before. He also wonders about the road that he had not taken. That is, he thinks about the choice that he left and also what would have happened if he had made the different choice. About the author, as I have discussed, that the author is Robert Frost. The complete name of Robert Frost is Robert Lee Frost, who took birth on March 26, 1874 and died on January 29, 1963. Robert Frost was an American poet. Robert Frost was born in San Francisco, California, to journalist William Prescott Frost Jr. and Isabel Moody. His work was initially published in England before it was published in America. In 1894, he sold his first poem, My Butterfly. Let us come to the poem now. Stanza 1. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both, and be one traveller. Long I stood, and looked down, one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. So the first stanza is explaining us that on the road of life, the speaker arrives at a point where he must decide which of the two equally appealing choices is the better one. He examines one choice as the best as he can, but the future prevents him from seeing where it leads. Here comes stanza 2. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though, as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. So the second stanza explains us that the speaker selects the road that appears at first glance to be less worn and therefore less travelled. This selection suggests that he has an independent spirit and does not wish to follow the crowd. After a moment, he concludes that both roads are equally worn. Stanza 3. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So, stanza 3 explains us that the poet says that the leaves cover both roads equally. No one on this morning has yet taken either road, for the leaves lie undisturbed. The speaker remains committed to his decision to take the road he had previously selected, saying that he will save the other road for some other day. He observes, however, that he probably will never pass this way again and thus will never have an opportunity to take the other road. Here comes the last stanza. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. In years to come, the speaker says he will be telling others about the choice he made. While doing so, he will sigh either with relief that he made the right choice or with regret that he made the wrong choice. Whether right or wrong, the choice will have had a significant impact on his life. Here is a famous quote by Jawaharlal Nehru: "Time is not measured by the passing of years, but by what one does, what one feels, and what one achieves." Thank you, viewers.